What's up guys? We're back again with 7 professional tips and tricks to make you a better player in Clash Royale. If you're losing matches, chances are you're not optimizing your elixir trades and perfecting your placements. If you're spending more elixir than you need to on defense or wasting elixir on offense, you're basically handing the game over to the opponent. Pro players have unreal game knowledge and rarely make mistakes. By adding these tips and tricks into your repertoire, you'll have an advantage against all of your opponents. Let's learn from the top pros in the game and get a bit better at Clash Royale. If your opponent has Dagger Duchess and you're able to defend with Evolved Skeletons, never let their mini tanks cross the bridge. Usually you want your opponent's units to cross the bridge so your tower can help out on defense. But when your opponent has Dagger Duchess, they have a limited amount of ammo. So if you stop their battle healers, knights, or monks from crossing the bridge, you can use your Evolved Skeletons to deplete all their daggers. The Dagger Duchess wastes a precious dagger with each attack. And after your Evolved Skeletons clean up the knight and counter push, the opponent has to respond. Because if they don't, they'll definitely lose their tower and possibly even get 3 crown. So make sure to do the unintuitive thing of stopping your opponent's units from crossing the bridge with your Evolved Skeletons, and you'll be picking up a lot more wins against Dagger Duchess. Void typically destroys 5 and 6 cost cards like Wizards and Sparkies, and it's incredibly cost ineffective to drop cards to body block and predict your opponent's Void. The most optimal defense is dropping your Wizards near your tower in this placement. The opponent's Void can never just target the Wizard, it has to hit the tower and the Wizard, allowing your precious range cards to survive and crush your opponents with a counter push. All without having to spend extra cards like Goblins and Skeletons, making this the most reliable Void defense placement in the game. With this new bandit placement and timing, you can erase a Mega Knight, only taking 2 Mega Knight hits on top of the bandit. With this timing of the invulnerable bandit dash and the Mega Knight jump, the bandit doesn't take any damage from the jump, giving you a steal of a positive 4 elixir trade and a bandit surviving. Even when you mess it up, your bandit will die, but you still get a +4 elixir trade. So you should be trying this tip in all of your matches. There's no punishment for messing up. The Dagger Duchess tower is beyond broken on defense. Dagger Duchess plus Zap fully finishes off a bandit. And if you log a bandit before it starts dashing, it will also get completely countered. One of the wackiest interactions is shutting down a full health Hog Rider before it whacks the tower, only spending 2 elixir with a log on defense when King Tower is activated. Log shouldn't be able to do this. Usually, Tornado pops Lava Hound Balloon pushes and activates King Tower. But if you build up a Lava Hound Balloon push with this placement and timing, it's not possible to tornado it to the King Tower, which will instantly evaporate your opponent's chances of winning if they don't recognize that. Even some of the best players in the world struggle to identify and stop Lava Hound Balloon pushes with this placement. Their expectations of defending are popped as their towers get dropped. The best way to counter Lava Hound Balloon is using a Tesla in this placement. With this Tesla timing, you'll target the balloon instead of the Lava Hound. And with this placement, both of your towers will target the balloon too, letting you deflate and defend the balloon fast and start targeting the Lava Hound. And once the Lava Hound's popped, it's an easy cleanup with spells or splash damage. And the last tip of the day is by far the most tilty. I can't tell you how many games I've lost to this. Usually, you want to pull Giants and Electro Giants as far as possible. Making your opponent's tanks travel as far as possible means more time for your towers to damage them down. But when they use a bowler to block their Giant or Electro Giant, it doesn't see the building and it gets pushed towards your tower. When it wanders in the other direction away from your building, you instantly lose the match. So if you use Giant or Electro Giant, put a bowler in your deck and use these placements. When your bowler blocks the Giant, pushing its pathway directly towards the tower, you'll speedrun wins and collect a crazy amount of rage quits. Like this series if you enjoy, a ton of effort goes into it, and subscribe for more daily content.